In the words of Ryan Holiday, the obstacle is the way. Now, before we put any thought to our solution, it's important for us to understand the obstacles that you face in financial investing today. Broadly speaking, there are three. The first obstacle which every investor faces is the loss in your investment. Now, until today, there's practically no risk control mechanism available to a common investor to protect or possibly control the exposure in his investment. The big players usually hedge their positions, and hence we call them hedge funds. But this is not a solution for common investors because of the lack of capital and the limited knowledge they possess. The second obstacle is unblocking your capital from the investment you've made. Now, without selling your asset, the only way that you can unblock your invested capital is by borrowing against it. And since we know borrowing brings about a number of problems, such as the interest compounding and the monthly payments, and possibly risking the ownership of your asset to the lender if the value of the asset goes down. We've seen this phenomena taking place in the 2008 subprime crisis, and this could easily be repeated with the crypto lending market. The third obstacle is the consistency and the steady growth of your asset. Now, you may have a good investment and the following 2 or 3 investments might be bad. And this can ruin your entire portfolio and eventually book a loss for you. Now, there's no way in which an investor can make steady gains and be risk-free. Wouldn't it be nice if you just always won and never lose? Well, Book My Gain offers you a solution. We remove all these 3 obstacles with one product, and that's Smart Swaps. When an investor smart swaps his asset with Book My Gain, the first thing we give is complete protection against any losses. This is done by booking a rate at the time of the smart swap for a limited tenure, and you are completely immune to the market fluctuations post that. The second thing we give you is unblocking 100% of your capital at completely 0% interest and no monthly payments. Now, this can open up a number of opportunities for you. You can use the money to reinvest in other assets and diversify your portfolio, or simply use it for your own personal pleasure. There would be never a need for you to borrow again. Now, the third thing we give is steady and consistent growth at 0 risk. Since there's no exposure to any loss because of your smart swap, you can afford to increase your investment win ratio dramatically. We believe that smart swaps is a revolution in the history of financial markets, and it would completely change the perception of investors towards investing.